Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So some of you guys have asked me how I do my own nails, and these are the nails that I did today. I do this all by myself. It's a lot cheaper than going to the nail salon, and you can do it the way that you want. So basically this method is taking nail tips and doing like a gel manicure with the nail tips on your nails. So it's no acrylic, it's not those stick-on nails that come off in like one day. This actually lasts me like 2 weeks. It's really easy to do. It takes a bit of time and you do get better with practice, but I love doing this. I've done these nails, but I've also done like almond white, like Ariana Grande, and I've done a very long, natural nude, almost clear nail, and I just love doing my own nails. And I always do white toes with these nails because that is just the move. Okay, so I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. In the description, I will have everything that I use to get these nails so that you're not confused or lost. And I will say it is kind of a lot of equipment, but once you get it all, you can do this forever. Like, I like doing this more than going to the nail salon. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys next time. Let's play the tutorial. I'm like suddenly a beauty guru now. All right, bye. Okay, so first start with just plain, clean nails, nothing on them. And you're gonna go in and make sure they're very short. So you wanna cut them like kind of in an oval shape, kind of like that, because the nails that we're going to be attaching are kind of rounded. So after that, you want to buff your nails out so that the fake nail can stick to it. So what I like to do, use a nail buffer, and it's pretty dirty, but I take the most rough side and just go over the nails like this. Not too much, but just enough so that it's like smoothed out, but also like a little bit rough. And if you don't have this, you can probably use a nail file and just do it very lightly. After you've buffed your nails, you're gonna take a cuticle remover. You don't have to do this, but I like to because it makes your nails look a lot more clean. And I just put it along the edges of my nail like that. Now this is running out, so don't judge me. Now you want this to sit a little bit, but after like 10 seconds, you wanna grab one of these orange stick things and just go along the end of your nail where the cuticle is and just like kind of not push it back, but just go like this along the edges of your nail. Once you've done all that, go wash your hands with soap. Use a soap that's not like moisturizing. You want to use something kind of like dish soap or something like that that doesn't have oil in it, and get all of this off. So I'll be right back and then I'll show you the next step. So after you washed your hands, you want to take pure acetone like this. Now you could use a cotton ball, but I like to use these lint-free wipes because they don't leave back any fibers. And I'm just going to use that to clean off the nails. So now our nails are ready for the fake nails. You can get these nails at like Target, Walmart, anything like that. And these are the Kiss tips, and they are the curved, super long kind. And these nails are tips. They don't go over your full nail. They're actually supposed to just go onto like the tip of your nail and make them longer. So this is what you can buy, and it comes with a lot. So this can last you probably like 3 to 4 manicures. So you only have to buy this once and then you're good for like 2 months maybe. Inside, all of these nails are in here, and you have to find the size that fits your nails, and it also comes with glue. We'll set the glue to the side. I'm gonna go in and find which nail size fits my nails, and usually it's these really small ones, but obviously for everyone it's different. I'm gonna go in and grab the nails, and so for this one I think it would go on my pinky, and you just want to go in and measure it and make sure that it reaches each side of your nail, but you don't want it to be too big and definitely not too small. It would be better to be on the bigger side because these kind of nails, like, you want to be able to file it, and if it's too small it's gonna look weird. So once you find the right size, just lay it out on your towel so you can see which nail goes on which finger. So I'm gonna do that and then we'll be back. All right, so I picked out my nails, and by the way, if you need help, there are numbers on the very back of these. I'm not sure if you can see, but there is a little number up here if you need help seeing which numbers go on your nails so you can keep track. So those are my nails laid out, and what we're gonna do is glue them on. And this is honestly, probably one of the most important parts, because you need to glue them on straight, because if you glue it on like crooked or like not right, they're probably gonna pop off, and that's gonna hurt like a bitch. So you wanna do it right. Plus, the way you glue them on kind of dictates the way your nail will look. So you have to be really careful. Not to scare you guys, but like, this is probably the most important part. Okay, anyway, now that I've given you anxiety, here is the glue. I'm gonna go in and open it up, and what you're gonna do is take a nail, and in this see-through part, that's where the glue goes. You don't wanna put the glue on the actual like white part, and you don't wanna use too much, but you also don't wanna use too little, because if you use too little, it's not gonna stick right. So honestly, put more rather than less. You wanna put probably that much, like a good amount, but not filling it to where it's like overfilled. You just wanna fill up the little well thing. Then you wanna go on your nail and place it firmly down, and make sure you line it up before you place it down. So you wanna go like that. Okay, I put way too much glue. So you wanna place it down and hold it in place. Then you can let go. So you see that? There's obviously way too much glue, so I'm just gonna go in and wipe off as much as I can. But like I said, it's better to have more glue than less, because you can just buff that away, and now you have a secure nail. When you glue it on, the well is shaped like a curve. You wanna line up the curve with the top of your nail tip and push it in. If you are still confused, because I don't know if I demonstrated that well enough, you're gonna take it. There's no glue on this, but you're gonna take this and line up the curve with your nail tip like this. So it's on top of my nail, and the tip, there's like a little indent on the nail. You're gonna feel the indent on the tip of your actual nail, and that's how you know it's on. There's one nail, and I'm gonna do the entire set, obviously, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm halfway through. This is what it looks like, and I know it's kind of psychotic, but if you've gotten your nails done before, you know this is the process. After you glue these on, which by the way, I'm checking in because I'm gonna cut these so I can do this hand. You wanna go in and cut each nail to your liking of how long you want it to be. When you're cutting, you wanna leave it a little longer than what you want it to be, because you're gonna be filing a lot. So I'm probably gonna go in and cut it to here, which you wanna cut each side instead of straight across so it doesn't snap the nail, and then you can twist it off like that. This is still longer than I want it to be, but after we do this hand, we're gonna line them up like this and see if they're the same length, and then after that, you're gonna be filing even more, so definitely leave it a little longer than you want. So I'm gonna do the same thing on each finger. So these are cut, still long, but we're gonna be filing and cutting like I said. So I'm gonna do this hand now, and then we'll cut those nails, and then we will go in and even them up. Okay guys, so I did this hand, and with this nail glue, you can actually keep it and use it next time, so you can just keep this. And I'm gonna cut these nails, and what you wanna do is line them up and cut each nail the same length. And it is kind of hard to do yourself, but just approximate, because you can always make a cut and then go in and cut more. So now what we're gonna do is go in and file each nail to be perfectly straight. Even if you're doing like a pointed nail, you wanna do this step and make sure they're all straight, just for the sake of knowing they're the exact same length. So you're gonna go in and just file with a coarse nail file and just make it a straight line. Now, from here, you can decide if you want them shorter or not. I might go a little bit shorter, so I'm just gonna cut maybe a tiny bit more. And then I'm gonna go in and file these again. And if you want, you can use a little makeup brush or something and clean off all the dust. Here's the final length of these nails. What you wanna do is do that on every nail, but you also wanna go in and create your shape. So after you've done what I just did to every single nail, go in and make your shape. So today I'm gonna do a coffin shape, but I've also done an almond shape. But for both, you still wanna cut off the edges in a diagonal shape. So you wanna cut like that, and then you're gonna go in and file. So for the almond, you're gonna file to a point in the middle and make it very pointy, or as pointy as you want it to be. And with the coffin, you're gonna leave the tip straight. So I'm gonna go in and file this. And what you really wanna make sure you're getting is the side of your nail so that it all looks very seamless. Because if you forget the sides, it's gonna look kind of messy and not like one nail. It's very seamless on the side of my nail like that. You're gonna do the same on the other side. And if there's any glue attached to your skin, just like press it down and detach it and get really in, like right here, and file. The main two techniques you want to do are the sides to make sure the side line, if that makes sense, looks good. And then you want to do like this to get the shape right along the edges. And remember, you're going to have these nails on for probably like 2 weeks. So they are going to grow a little. So definitely be a little more conservative with how long you make them, because this is honestly probably a tad shorter than I want, but I know that they're going to grow. And yeah. Now, once you finish creating the shape, you want to go under the nail and get rid of all that dust. You see how it's all like dusty and there's plastic kind of bunched up? You want to go in and do underneath and you'll see it all come out. And that's going to make it really smooth. Then you can go in and kind of clean that up. Okay, so once you've got your shape, you're going to do this to every single nail. So like I said, make each nail straight first on the tip and then make sure they're equal, and then you're gonna create whatever shape you want. If you're doing an almond, you're gonna file even more to make more of that point and get rid of this flat top. But this is for the coffin, like tapered square shape. So this takes a good amount of time to get all the shapes perfect, especially if you're very like OCD about it. And that's the one thing I like about doing my own nails. I can make sure all of the nails and shapes are perfect. Put on some music and just sit back, create your shapes, and I'll be back to show you what to do next. Alright guys, I'm halfway done, but I want to show you the progress. So these are my nails right now, and they're not going to be perfect. You could sit here for hours and try to make them perfect. The most important thing is that they're straight. As long as they're straight and don't have any weird lines, you're good. You'll notice if you're doing the coffin shape, you want to make the shape and go down like this, but then if you look from the side, it's not going to be like this nice curve along the nail, so you got to smooth that out after you make the shape, or else it's gonna have that weird like square look. You know how some coffin nails have that like diagonal line, then it's like square right here? To make it look curved and nice like that, you gotta file the side of your nail. Those are the nails on this side. And then I'm gonna do this hand, and then I'll show you what we do after. 5 million hours later, I finished my nail shapes. They look so much better now. You're like, yay, oh my god, we're done with filing. You are wrong. We need to file some more. This part is easier if you have one of those like nail file tools. This is trash, but I got this from CVS. Like, I'm talking about one of these. This one doesn't work well, but if you have a professional nail file that can do this, that would be better. But if you don't, get the same file you used, and we're gonna file this line down where you can see the fake nail. This is gonna make the nail look smooth, like one solid nail, and like this part isn't fake and glued on. When you're doing this, you wanna just take your nail file, you wanna go like this, and just file that line so it's very like seamless. And the most important part, honestly, is making sure the sides are all flush, like there's not a bump right here, because then you'll see it after you paint over it. So for example, you want to take the nail file and go like this on the side of your nail, so then it all becomes very seamless right here and you can't see the bump of where the nail, the fake nail tip is. You definitely have to make sure that each side is very seamless. And to save time, like don't be too soft-handed with this. Like literally just go in and force it down, but try to focus more on the fake nail than your actual nail, because this does take away from your real nail too, and you don't want to do that. Then you want to go in and do the actual line. The good news about this part is that it doesn't take as long as doing the shapes. That takes me forever because I'm like a perfectionist with it. But yeah, you're gonna go in and let me brush away all this. And you can see now it's a lot more smooth compared to this one, especially on the sides. And it's gonna flow nicely after you paint it. So next, after you do that, you need to go all over the actual tip and make sure it's not shiny, because the gel or whatever you're using has to stick to this, and if it's shiny, it's gonna be harder for it to stick on and stay on. So I'm taking the same buffer that we used on our actual nails and going on the entire thing. And as you can see, this nail is ready to be painted and this one is not. If you feel like it's still not smooth enough, you can still go in and file some more, but really you want to look at the profile of the nail. And if you see a bump, that's when you want to file it. But if it feels pretty smooth and looks pretty smooth, you should be okay. So this nail does look pretty smooth. It doesn't really look like it has a bump to it. And if you need to, you can go back in and file along the edges again just to make sure everything is clean. So this nail is ready. I'm gonna do that to the rest of the nails and then we'll be back to do the final steps. Okay guys, the filing is finally done. I hate that part, it takes the longest. We're gonna actually do our nails. So from this, you can do whatever you want. You can paint them, you can put acrylic on them. I like to use gel. I find that you can do gel and it stays. I know that this isn't like a professional way, but it really does work for me because the gel kind of acts to hold the nails in place. This is not professional. I know nail people are gonna get annoyed, but honestly, this is how I do it and it works and it looks good, so whatever. So you wanna get a gel cleanser and you can get this. There's like a gel nail kit that you can get at Target or Ulta or whatever, and it comes with a UV light, this, the primer, everything. Or you can use just alcohol. This is pretty much just alcohol. So take this and put it on a wipe like this. And these wipes also come in the kit if you buy the kit. And just clean off each nail to get rid of all the dust and any residue. Already your nails are gonna look so much better because they don't have all this stuff all over it. So make sure you get them really good. Now that your nails are wiped down, you can go in with a primer. This is a gel primer. You have to use gel primer. It's different from regular nail primer because this is more of like a sticky jelly type primer. And you don't want to do the whole nail. You just want to do like the middle because you don't want to use too much. So you want to let this sit for a while so it can dry, maybe like a couple minutes. But I'm going to pull together everything we're using. So this is my gel nail color. Today I'm going to be doing like a light pink. Usually I do white or like a nude color, but for this video I wanted to do a color. So we're doing a nice little baby pink. I also am going to grab a clear gel. This is the polish to gel transformer, but this is literally just clear gel. So what you want to do is plug in your UV light. This comes in the kit and I'm just gonna put it, oh my god. I'm just gonna put it like right here. I'm gonna go in with this clear gel first and paint each nail as a base. So this will turn off automatically, but I like to put in my thumb and then the rest of the fingers because I feel like my thumb is too turned. And you can do your whole hand and then put your fingers in the light, but I really like to do the thumb and then the rest of my fingers. And this blinks at about 15 seconds. You only need to do about 30. So this is what my nail looks like after one coat of the clear gel. And even this looks so good, minus the little line right there. So I'm gonna do the rest of my nails and then I will come back. Alright guys, my camera's dying, so I'm gonna try to do this quick, but I'm gonna paint my nails 2 coats of the actual gel color, and let me demonstrate one nail so you can see. But you wanna be very careful with it because gel is a little more tricky than actual nail polish, but you wanna go like that. One of the key parts of making your nail polish look really good and professional is painting around the cuticle very smooth, and I'll explain that in a second after this dries. So the key to making your nail polish look professional, or manicure I guess, is painting around the cuticle as smooth as possible. Because when it looks jagged or not straight, that's when it looks like you did it yourself and you didn't go to a salon. I'm gonna do a second coat of this, and I'm gonna do that to every nail. So I'll be back when I'm done with that. I would record it, but my battery is dying. Not to stress you out, but I want to make sure I finish this video for you. So I'll be back when this is done. I painted all my nails. It's not perfect, but they're pretty good. Now I'm gonna go in with the clear and paint them again. And you want to put it in the UV light for like a solid minute on each hand to make sure it's fully dry. And I'll show you what it looks like. So you want to go over and just do a nice coat of the clear and do the tip of your nail. Then you want to put it in for a solid minute. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do the rest of my hands, fingers, whatever. So these are what the nails look like. So now you're gonna take that gel cleanser again and take it on a wipe, and you're gonna take off, there's like gonna be a residue on your nails. You're gonna take that off with the gel cleanser. So the nails are finally done. Now you might want to go in and take a nail file and clean up any edges if they don't look even to you, or it's like there's a little extra gel like right here. There's like a little extra gel. You might want to take a file and just go in and try to get it off. Guys, my camera just died. Here's the nails. What you want to do is go wash your hands with soap and then put on some lotion, and I'll show you guys the final product. All right guys, here are the final nails. They're obviously not perfect, but I'd say they look pretty good. I never really do color, but I do like the pink. All right guys, I hope you liked the tutorial. These are the final nails that we came up with. I love them. I feel so fancy, and it was free. I mean, minus all of the equipment that you needed, this was free. It's gonna last like 2 to 3 weeks, and it's amazing. So yeah, I hope you guys liked everything. Let me know if you have any questions. I know it's not like as easy as just sticking on some nails, but if you want nails done right on your own that isn't too impossible to do, that was the tutorial for you. All right, I'm gonna go now. I'll see you guys on Friday with a cool video that I have teased before, and some of you might know what it is. Okay, bye!